Sometimes the weight of expectations tries to box us in the places we weren't meant to fit.
Hi, how are you?
Can we just tell our listeners that it is 7:30 on a Friday morning and we're recording this because our life just got so hectic and busy that we are so dedicated to you guys that we got up on a Friday morning at 7:30 to record this. So I just had to put that out there before we started today.
7:30, Irene.
On my day off, no less, but that's okay. We're here. We're here.
I love it. Well, I
I
mean,
know.
listen, it's you set a goal, you say, I want to do something, and
Mm-hmm.
it's everything that we've been saying to everybody. You have to just show up, regardless
That's
if you
right.
want to, you don't want to, you don't feel good, things are aching, you just show up.
That's right.
So here we are. But I'd love to start it off by like saying, can I say something that's really been sitting with me?
Sure. Just say it.
Well, I mean, we're on a podcast, so you have no clue.
No.
You have to say it. It's crazy. So today is actually 1 month from me being unemployed. 1 month. This time, 30 days ago, was my last day of my 25-year career. Half my life.
I just got goosebumps.
And in a weird, weird way, I thought it would be like freedom, right? The old chapter is done. The new one is beginning. Let's do it. Here we go. But it was actually a month filled with stress,
Mm-hmm.
anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
holy fuckness.
Mm-hmm.
It actually felt like grief because I had so many different highs and lows and so many different stages of like emotions. And every single day I was, ooh, look, I have like an angel on me right now. Do you see the glow?
I see the glow. I do.
And I made sure I showed up every single day for myself, nobody else.
Oh my gosh. So you said so many beautiful, juicy things in that intro. And can you just please say that again, what you did for yourself? Because that's something ladies, women our age, we don't say it. So say that again.
I don't know because I just went on a rant.
That's
but
okay. You said that you showed up every single day.
For
And
myself.
for yourself. And nobody says that. We don't say that as women that we show up for ourselves. We don't.
And it's crazy. So like my routine is very different now, right? Like extremely different. But I have a routine.
Mm-hmm.
But I make sure that I do things that light me up. And each week it's a new light up, right? Like, okay, that didn't really work, but I'm going to try this now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's so important. So
Okay. I love
think
that.
that's exactly why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't already know me, I'm Teresa.
And I'm Irene, and life doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be real. So what Teresa started us off with, you said it's that every day or every week you're trying something different. And that's what this series, right? Every month we try to do a new series for you ladies. And so this series for this next month is all about rebuilding yourself. So Teresa and I are in the same stage of our life. We're completely different lives of how did we got here. But we show up every week, every day, just talking to you. So we're going to start about the lies that we tell ourselves about fresh starts, because you started us off so nicely, Teresa, with saying how you thought that this month would be so different, but instead it was grief. And I'm going to start us off by saying there's a lie. There's one that gets told by everyone in some times of our life when our life changes dramatically. And it's like, oh, you have a fresh start. This is your opportunity. This is the beginning of something amazing. And I'm not saying those people are wrong or those things are wrong, but they skip over the part of what comes first, the part that nobody talks about. And you said it, it was that grief. So can you like unpack that for us?
Well, nobody talks about like how heavy it is, right? Like I'm carrying a backpack full of bricks while trying to sprint towards something new.
Oh, I love that.
And like really trying to figure out who I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's the physical sensation of like how heavy my chest is,
Mm-hmm.
the restless nights, the stomach. Some mornings I wake up with like that knot that I can't explain. And other days there's this strange lightness, like right now, that's just glowing in on me.
I see that.
And it's crazy. So like every day, every hour, it's something new, a different emotion, a different feeling. thing, and there's light and there's heaviness all at the same time. So it's really hard to unpack because there's so many highs and lows of emotions.
And what you just said was brilliant because no one really talks about the heaviness because it feels, and if I'm allowed to say this, ungrateful.
Mhm.
Right? Somebody's telling you, listen, Teresa, you have a fresh start. You should be excited. Why are you upset? Why are you grieving? Why are you so sad? But grief is real and you're feeling it. You're feeling it every day. And it's not a sign that you did something wrong or that something's wrong in your life. It's a sign that your life of 25 years mattered.
Mhm.
And I think that is something that people don't realize that you're grieving a loss, even though on that other side of that loss is something very exciting.
And that's, like, the key, right? Like, you lost what mattered, like,
Mm-hmm.
if it was a good matter, right? Like, it functioned as paying the bills, giving me stability, and everybody, in a weird way, doesn't know how to say, "Wow, I'm so sorry that happened to you."
Mm-hmm.
Like, "This is great, this is exciting, this is a new fresh start, now you could do whatever you want." Well, we're in a world where, I mean, gas is, like, $15 a gallon, but the key is, like, it's the identity, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge part of, like, my identity, like, the version of myself that existed is, like, in an old chapter now that, like,
Mm-hmm.
might never come back, right? I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna think about it, but I lost it, I closed it, but not by choice, and that's important to know.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Nobody puts that fresh start and all of that's bumbled together as what is it's hard to explain.
Mm-hmm. So tell me something about what still exists for you.
Well, I'm still here.
Okay. Okay.
The building is still here.
Mm-hmm.
The work is still happening.
I know.
It's just there's, no it's a different version of, like, what my ending is, right? It's a different version of, like, how I'm showing up and how I'm taking care of things. That is so important. So
Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm still trying to process what you just said. Because when we understand grief, we know, we've both had losses. Like when
Mhm,
someone dies, when a relationship is over, when a door closes forever, we understand it. But this
mhm,
is different for you. The door is still open, right?
mhm,
Because you're almost there on the other side of that fresh start, but
mhm.
you can't just walk through it anymore. Everyone else is still going through it, all your colleagues, they're still going through it. It's not like the business closed and
No.
you're like, okay, no, your version, your door closed. And you're just like on the outside right now, just looking at everybody going along their day. I'm sure you're looking at them on Instagram or Facebook or wherever it is and seeing the days in and days out of what your life used to be like.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, I mean, yes, scrolling could really destroy you.
Yes.
And it's like somebody texted me yesterday and was like, "Oh my God, is the rumor true? Are you coming to visit?" And I was like, "Oh shit, they actually still remember me." And I was like, "No, the rumor's not true." And she wrote back, she goes, "Oh, that stinks. I wanted to see you. I wanted to feel your energy." And I was like, "Okay, so I did leave a lasting impression.
Of course you did, because that's who you are.
25 years, like that's nothing."
Mm-hmm.
The significant part of, like, portion of who I became at that moment. And I think that's what, like, we need to remember, right? Like, we're all going through highs and lows of our life, and we're all going through these moments.
Mm-hmm.
It's just don't let it the grief could be heavy, but if you show up every day and you really, really say, like, "I'm gonna fight this," you can get through it.
Absolutely. And I think what you just said about showing up every day, fighting through it is the permission that slip that nobody gives you. You have to give it to yourself. You're allowed to grieve, which is something that is shaping you right now, even
Mhm.
if it ended without your choice. Like you said, they had different plans for you and it wasn't the right ending, but I truly believe that for you, something better is coming. And you can hold both things at the same time. You can hold grief in one hand and you can hold hope in the other, and they're not competing with each other, but you can have both in your heart. And you
So
don't have to put one away to make room for the other. That's what I believe.
yeah, 100%. And I love what you just said. So the thing is, like, I keep on coming back to, like, the grief
Mhm.
possibility, right?
Mhm.
Side fighting for space. And both of them are really real. Like, both of them are valid, but it's And I'm going to go back to like what I just said in the beginning, like it's showing up. So like each week I still have each day I still have my schedule, and I give myself my moments, and I give
Mm-hmm.
myself, but I change my schedule, right? Because I'm not the same person and I don't have the same emotions each day. So this week,
Mm-mm.
instead of like getting Nick off to school and going straight to meet my gym friends, I just couldn't this week. I literally was like, I need to be by myself this week.
Okay.
And I went to church every morning.
Mm.
And I usually write in my journal and at home, but I brought my journal to church. And then after the journal, I came home, I had breakfast with Nico, and then I went to the gym.
Right.
So I still did everything that I promised my soul I would do, but I changed it. And it was because this week I was grieving. And I was like, God, I don't have a job yet. Like, something's wrong with me. Am I ever going to find a job? And like all these sad and heavy emotions came flying through my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was like, I knew it. I needed to change the week.
Okay. You did it. And what you did was for you.
Mhm.
And you did it because your identity is different now. And that's something that we talk a lot about here. We've talked about identity. Who is Irene? Who is Teresa? And I think it catches people off guard because we associate ourselves with, oh my God, I almost like poked myself in the eye. We associate ourselves with who we used to be, the job that we lost, or the chapter that we're leaving. And we don't realize how much of our identity was living inside that Irene, who was a coach, or Teresa, who was everything. You literally were everything at your job until it's gone. Because once it's gone, it's like, who am I now?
Right. I mean, listen, I'm going to hold on to all of that because it is so true. My head feels like everything that I used to figure out before, like
Mm-hmm.
it's just not the same. And the truth is, nobody starts from everything is all figured out. Like
Yeah.
it's not possible. You have to start. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the huge thing. Like you have to start, and you have to show up for yourself, regardless of what showing up for yourself is. And I think you just have to be true to like your goals.
So I want to say something to you, something as a friend that I see from the outside, because I'm not in your house. I'm not with you every day, but I want to say this to you directly. And the gifts that you have, everything that you offered, everything that you will still continue to offer didn't go anywhere. I
Mhm.
watch you do this in every conversation. You bring your A game, every single podcast. You walk into a space and you make people feel seen, except for the fact that you didn't know that I was in the city on Thursdays, but that's okay. Right. So what you did and what
I'm
you
not
continue
perfect.
to do, what?
I said I'm not perfect.
That's okay. But it's not a job. It's a skill. It's who you are. And even though your title at your company ended,
Hmm.
what you brought to that company, the personality, the energy, the experience, that didn't end. It's still with you. You know that.
I think 100%, 100%. I mean, for me, right? Like it was getting through to today.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 30 days, I kept on saying to myself, how am I going to act in 30 days? Like I'm going to have all these job offers. And then when it didn't happen, it went into, oh my God, am I ever going to get a job offer?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, it needed to happen in a place where like I was meant to take those 30 days to just deal with the loss of 25 years. And I think that's, what I accomplished. And I'm actually proud of myself. Like, I didn't give myself one day to not lean into my emotions,
That's great.
regardless of what it is. And when the emotions were like down, I was like, okay, I need a healthy outlet. Let me take the dog for a longer walk. Now I'm on, like, he probably hates that I lost my job, the dog, because he's in fat camp. Like, he's literally walking longer and harder than he's walked in quite a few years.
Probably since COVID.
So it's like, it's just I'm just being true to myself,
You are.
and I think that's the hard thing for all of us. And whoever is out there and going through some type of loss and some type of grief, the only thing that I could possibly share is you have to, regardless of what the day is, stay committed to doing something for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I write on my calendar going to the gym, and now like this week is going to church. Like I am doing things that are just for me and that are going to heal me as a healthy outlet. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that is this whole month. It's like, right, we're teaching each other like how to show up for ourselves. So the past 30 days, I can honestly say I've been showing up for myself.
It's good. I love to hear that. I want to touch upon starting over. I don't know if I've been lucky, but I've had different versions of this. I haven't had a job where after 25 or 30 years, that door was forced on me. I've always been in the same space. When I transitioned into the health and wellness coaching,
Mhm.
I had knowledge, but I had to learn how to hustle. How do
Mhm.
I find clients? How do I market myself? And the hardest part wasn't the learning. It was the uncertainty. Like, where am I going? What am I doing? Not knowing if I had enough. Was I enough? Not
Mhm.
knowing if people would show up. How many times did we have Zooms and we had one person show up on the Zoom, right? But one thing I did learn, and I think that this is important for you, is that I didn't need to know everything.
Mhm.
I just need to be 5% ahead of the person that I was saving.
Oh.
5% more knowledge, which you have,
Mhm.
5% more experience, which you have, and that's
Mhm.
enough to lead. That's enough to get you ahead. And for you, Teresa, you don't have just 5%. You have 25 years of experience ahead of other people. And I know that you can't see it from because of the grief right now, but you're there.
I love the 5%. Like, I'm literally gonna hold on to that.
I think you should say 25%.
Because in my head, it feels like everything is figured out before I can even start, right? Like, the truth is, nobody starts from everything figured out. Like,
Nope.
I just said this a few minutes ago, but like, they just start. They just start.
Yeah. So you talked about last week how every day you do something different. So tell
Mhm.
me what a typical day would look like for you right now, a real one.
Okay, so I'll talk about this week, right?
Okay. Yes.
It starts with coffee. It starts with checking job postings. I'm like glued to LinkedIn, Indeed, and all
hmm
these things before anybody even wakes up.
Wow.
Now I'm doing this weird, crazy thing that I followed somebody and I'm doing an ice bath on my face.
Okay.
I put
Whatever
my
helps.
I put my face in a bucket of ice and it gives me this weird like tingling of the skin. They say it makes your skin tighter, but we'll see in another 30 days if that works.
Okay.
I'm tweaking my resume for the 114th time, giving different, I have so much different experience. So, like, different versions of like what resumes I'm going to send out, doing my night shifts or weekend shifts at Sephora, which sounds small, but honestly, it's honestly what held me together the last 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, in the middle of all of that, taking care of my family. So, taking my dog on his long walks, doing the laundry, really being there for my daughter who's home from college now, getting these moments with her. Again, highs and lows. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot that I'm like, bitch, you need to go back to school because I might fight you. And then the moment of saying, wow, this is my baby. Like, she's completed her first year and she couldn't have done it without my help, right? Like, so like I think that the day, the Tuesday, the Wednesday, the Thursday, all a little bit different. But even on days when it doesn't feel different, I still go through my day.
So, as I was listening to you, the Tuesday or the Wednesday or the day that you just described is not someone who is lost. You describe, no, you're not. You are describing and you describe someone who is in it. You are active, you are rebuilding, you're showing up for your family, the poor dog, for your daughter, for yourself, for work. You're still finding something every single day that feels like you, like the ice bath water. That's so Teresa. The journaling, going to church. What you're saying is not small. It's helping you getting the work of actually starting over. And you're saying, okay, it's no big deal. It's something that I do every day. No, it is a big deal. And I want you to acknowledge it. I want you to feel it because it's not easy.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't feel like enough, even on the hard days, though. Like, on the hard
Mm-hmm.
feels like I'm treading water. It feels like everything is slowly moving.
Oh, that molasses.
It's like, "Oh my goodness, like, how do people get through this?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I keep on reminding myself that the pace that I want and the pace that is at the right moment,
Mm.
not always the same thing, and that's okay. Like, I literally talk to myself all day long. I mean, I used to say my neighbors thought I had Tourette's because I would be like, "Stop it, Louis. Don't do that, Louis. Don't, stop me there. And now it's like my mind has Tourette's because I'm like, okay, no negative thoughts. Don't do it. Be positive. Like you're okay. You're going to get through this. And a year from now, remind yourself like this was the hard time. Enjoy the moment, Teresa.
Mm,
You're not committed to a job. You don't have a boss. You don't have the pressure. So it's a different type of, conversations in my head, but I am giving myself conversations all day long.
okay. And yeah, you need to. You're having these conversations, but I want you to know, so I wish someone had told me that when I was in a period of transition, or even for you. It's like, don't push for something to happen. And I think that's something that you've mastered this month. You had patience with yourself, and so much patience, right? And I know for you right now, it's probably thinking like it's like you said before, it's moving like molasses. But God, and I know you're very religious, as am I, God knows what you can carry. Because we look at some other women and they don't even carry half the stuff that you and I carry. And then there's other women that carry more than us. And the reason that we are being asked to wait is because I truly believe that there's still a lesson that needs to be learned. And the lessons have to be worth it, right? Because we're sitting here and we're waiting and we're waiting. And it's like, God's like, nope, I'm not done with you yet. Tap, tap, tap. So the fact that you're going to church and you're journaling in church, there's a lesson there for you. And I don't know what it is, but I know that He has something better for you.
Well, I mean, if God's listening right this second, my backpack is really heavy and I don't want to have a hunchback. So
I feel like I need to stand up right now.
it's time to release some of my backpack and all the things that I've been carrying. I've been rolling out my shoulders constantly. So some days the weight feels like it's literally too much, but I do agree because I say this all the time. Like there's something bigger than me that decided that was no longer my life anymore. And that even when I'm not sure, I have to believe that the best is yet to come.
I feel like we need to sit with that one for a second because I just got goosebumps. And as someone who
7:30 in the morning now every time.
I don't know about 7:30 in the morning, but I will do that gladly for this week. So I've been with you every week since October, recording, sharing, and I think we're closer now than we've been in the last 6 years. And from someone who is from the outside looking in, I am in complete awe of you. The bravery that you have to show up every single day, to keep going, the faith underneath it all, and the way you use your humor when everything gets too heavy to help anchor you, the way you love your family, because you're running on empty right now. And I know that backpack's heavy, but you're not falling apart. I am here with you. I am here to create space for you. And there's a difference because, like we said before, when you're on that other side of the grieving, you're going to become something powerful and fierce. I really believe it. And I have tears in my eyes.
Well, I'm crying, so I'm wearing my old lady glasses. I literally need to see you, so thank you for fogging them up. So thank you for saying all of that.
I love you. And it's true. I am in awe of you. I see you every week. And it's like, how the fuck does she do it? How does she do it all? But
well, you just ruins my eyes.
I'm sorry. I didn't put makeup on yet because I knew this was going to be an emotional one. I should have warned you.
I worked really hard on rolling my skin out this morning. So now you just made everything I'm like, oh man, so I'm going to have to ice my face again. Louie, you're going to wait for that walk, which he's probably happy for.
Mm-hmm.
I need that more than you even know. Thank you. Thank you.
I love you. So what does it mean when we actually start over? What does that mean? Not the people that put on the list, the resume, the network, the skills. Let's talk about the stuff that doesn't make it on any checklist, but we need it to move forward.
Well, let's hear about your list, Irene.
Boy. So I think something that as women we need to have when we're starting over is a strong sense of self, which I know you have it, because everything on the outside is uncertain. The job, the title, the income, the routine. The only thing that I know I can control is who I am underneath it all. And it's hard to hold on to when the things used to be your identity are gone. So if, for you or for me, if I knew that every day I was an educator and I showed up to a school and now that's gone, I'm still Irene. And that's the most important thing. So having a strong sense of self, I think, is number one. And that's not on any checklist. I know that when I look through checklists, none of them say strong sense of self. They say resume, recruiting, calls every day, networking. Where on that list is your strong sense of self?
I think, oh God, I'm not good with pop quizzes, but I want to use the word confidence. It sounds simple, right? Because it's just a trait in a way. I mean, you're a teacher, please don't judge me.
No judgment.
But before, my confidence came from my track record,
Hmm.
25 years, like the results, knowing the place, owning the room. And now I'm noticing my confidence is a little bit different. Like my confidence shows from the resume. You don't really get to see this beautiful face, right?
No way. No way.
Amazing personality. I
Or your
love
energy.
I was gonna say, I love that you said I was funny because everybody kind of in my family looks at me like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Those jokes were good."
No, they are good. I think you're hysterical. I love it.
So I think it's really believing in myself. And I think the confidence comes from now, at least, showing up,
Hmm.
showing that my skills are a little bit different, right? Because I don't own the room anymore. I'm new in the room
Right.
and not being a level 10, which I can be. I think it's just, I'm going to lean into the word confidence because I'm really still learning it.
I
I'm
love
really
that.
learning who Teresa is.
And that's okay. And I love that you said that. So I think I shared here when COVID happened, we made a decision that my husband would stay home from his job. And over the last several years, he's been trying to rebuild himself. And something that was important for me and my family that no one talks about again is the support from everyone inside the house. Because what he does or what I do affects everyone else. So what you do, what Nico does, what your daughter does, what your son does, affects everybody inside. So it's not just that emotional support. Okay, your daughter will be there for you, your husband will be there for you. But for me, it was more about those honest conversations. And your family needs to understand what this season needs of you. So for my husband, what this season of him rebuilding his business needed was for me to put things on hold for a little bit, like put my health coaching business on hold and support him, like having business meetings every Friday. And so telling your family, listen, this is what I need from you. I cannot carry this right now by myself. This is what you need to do. This is what I'm going to do because you cannot do this in isolation. And because I know that you're so committed to your family and you love them and you support them, you can't do everything and you can't do everything alone. You can't carry it alone. So if it means that your daughter picks up an extra shift or your husband takes, drops off your son so this way you can get on that Zoom to have that interview, those conversations are not optional. They're actually the foundation. So you need to have those honest conversations with your family.
I mean, I think I love everything you just said, right? And that's something I had to learn. Like, you don't have to share everything with everyone. And that sounds kind of like a little weird because I'm on a podcast being raw. It's like the whole platform is about like being real and getting in between the messy, but like you don't have to post your journey before you live in it. And I think
Mm-mm.
that's important. Like some of it is just yours. And I always say that, my mom said this to me a long time ago, and for some reason it's been living in me. Like
Mm-hmm.
a clown face, right? When that clown, they put different masks on.
Mm.
It's still that same body, but during the show, they're wearing different acts. And it's okay to have those different faces with different people. And when you need to be private, you be private. Or when you need to keep your rawness with certain people, then you keep your rawness with certain people. Like when you need to keep moments of your family private, you keep moments of your family private. It's just protecting that space.
Mm.
It's not hiding.
No.
I know, like, I talked about this very early on, that I got mom bullied and I was called fake. And it wasn't because I was being fake. It was because you weren't entitled to know that part of my life. You,
Entitled to know that part of my life.
you thought you deserved that, but you didn't. I still
Mm-mm.
was good friends. I showed up for our friendship, but you dug into my life because you thought you needed to find something. And it was always there. It was never
Mm-hmm.
hidden. It wasn't fake, but I honored my privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Think that doesn't make me fake. That makes me real to myself. Like I chose to keep that from somebody who I knew was going to use it as a weapon.
You're absolutely right. And I think what we said that we're allowed to withdraw into ourselves. I love that you said that because there's too much pressure. for people to see what you're rebuilding and to document it, to share it with people when you're still on that journey. You're still trying to figure it out. And we have to be, sometimes that most important work happens when you're quiet, when you're journaling, when you have your time with God. And I know, like you said, we're on a podcast, but that's where the real rebuilding happens.
I mean, 100%. Like,
Hmm.
I wanna
Go ahead.
like, I think and this is tough to say, right? Like,
Hmm.
I wonder if rebuilding myself, or there are days where I'm just surviving, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And I can't always tell the difference. Surviving looks like rebuilding on the outside. You're still going, you're still showing up, you're putting one foot in front of the other. I'm having all these crazy conversations within myself. I'm getting through the days, I'm getting through the weeks. And I know, like, I have to remind myself, like, don't wish for the new job just yet. Live
Mm.
the moment, like, be alive. Like, the one thing that I kept on saying prior to 30 days, like, I just want to enjoy my day. I don't want the stress. And I think it's so important to remind myself of, like, the part of Teresa that I didn't love. The moments that I was like, I just want to take my son to school. I just want to be there for my daughter. Like, I have those moments now, right? I'm
Mm.
rebuilt what the future looks like. But I think it's so important to, like, hold on to the things that I really hated and change those first.
So what you just said was gold. And oh my gosh, every day you get through it. Even if you just get through it, it's a day and you stay in it, you show up, you're doing the work. You're doing the work every single day. And it might not look like progress to people. It might not even look like progress to you, but you're doing the work, you're staying in it, and it's progress. The fact that you're showing up for your son is progress because that's something that you wanted to do. The fact that you're spending more time with Julia, even though sometimes you wanted to go back to school, that's progress, right? That's something that you couldn't do before that you're actually being given a gift now to do. So that's progress. And I want you to remember that.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to remember that. And, like, it doesn't always look like progress,
Nope.
but progress is progress.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's, I keep on measuring, rebuilding, thinking differently about what the outcome, the new job, the new chapter, all these crazy things. It's all these internal shifts. But, and whoever is out there listening, and I hope you got through this really long podcast, I think I just want them to know that it doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
Right. I think if you are going through a hard time, and it doesn't have to be a loss of a job. It could be a loss of a partner. It could be a loss of all these things. It could just be you waking up and saying, I don't love this version of myself. I think wanting and thinking differently and knowing myself that I don't want to just show up as a LinkedIn profile, that I want to show up to those that are most important to me. That's including dragging the dog who just fell asleep now, waiting for me to walk him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
showing up and really, like, enjoying life.
Yes, I agree with you because we know that the external rebuilding, you finding a job, will come. It always does. It will come. But to the woman who is doing the rebuilding, you're being shaped right now on the inside, in the Tuesdays, in the waiting, and going to the baseball games, and driving your daughter back and forth to work, in the grief, in figuring out where your space is. All of that is shaping you to be ready for your next chapter.
Mm.
So I think I'm good. What about you? You think you're good?
I think I'm great.
Okay, good. And so, friends, if you're listening to this and you're in the middle of starting over, because it's not hard to start over at our age, whether it's a job, a relationship, like you said, Teresa, a health journey. Maybe you woke up one day and you're like, you know something? I need to lose some weight. You went to the doctor, you got bad news. All those are part of a grief, right? Maybe you're moving, you're selling your house, or things that ended without your permission. We want you to know that the heaviness, that backpack with the bricks, is not a sign that there's something wrong. It's a sign that you mattered. It's a sign that what you have built up until now mattered. And you're allowed to grieve it. You're allowed to be sad, but also wanting something new at the same time. And both things are true.
Well, if you're waiting for permission to start over, here it is, my friends. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to have a plan. Maybe a list. Maybe
Ooh, a list. Okay, a list would be good.
you need to show up for those Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and trust that you're Tuesdays are adding up to something, even when you can't see it. That's when you show up.
Absolutely. And starting over at 50, 40, 50, 55 is not starting from scratch because you have experience. You have 25% worth of experience. You have strength in the hardest seasons, and we're not behind. We're exactly where our story needs to be right now.
Well, I'm going to church this morning, so thank you,
Okay.
Jesus. That's the whole thing. We'll be back next week with a little bit more about rebuilding yourself series. And
Uh-huh.
I want everyone to be gentle with yourself, show up for your list. If your list changes, just rewrite it for the next day. But the one thing that I want you to all know is that you have to show up.
Mm.
We are here for you.
All right, friends. If anything we said today made you feel a little less alone, share this episode with a friend, a woman in your life who needs to hear it. She knows who she is. And come find us. Spend some time with us, right?
100%. Leave a comment. Tell us what's landing. We are reading everything. Everything.
Remember, life doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be real. All right, friends. Next time. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
We've got scars.